Well, hello and welcome back to the Rusty Glove Box, and we're going to work on the Studebaker Champ today. Did a little bit of fuel tank work and did some exhaust work. Going to get you caught up on the project, so let's check it out. Right here is where the old filler neck went, and I've filled in that hole with some sheet metal. And what it would do, it would come through here, go down with the rubber hose, and go through this hole. And there was a rubber grommet and neck and all that, and the steel pipe would go through there and then connect to the fuel tank. And I just didn't like that. So what I did is I filled that in on the cab, went back here to the back of the truck, got a grommet filler neck cap. This bed is funny, it's just a single wall bed. But what I'm going to do is build a little box around this to protect it. But what I'm going to do is go through the floor, and then, well, I mounted the fuel tank up under the bottom here. And this is heavy duty strapping. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. I bought it and the reviews said that people have used it, but it may be okay. Let me know what you think. I use this vinyl hose to help protect it against rubbing or anything like that. And this is a 17-gallon tank. It's got a top fill, which is going to be perfect. I've got a 90-degree hose that fits this neck perfectly. I could probably, if you're interested, give you the part number that fits these filler necks. And what I'm going to do is go over to the other side. Then I go over between the frame and the bed, another 90, and then go up through the floor. And so I think that's going to work pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And so that's kind of the progress on the fuel tank. Oh, right here is the little tightening studs for the straps. And I think, like I had mentioned earlier, this is intended for mounting tanks and things like that. So I like this. If I don't keep these straps, I may reuse these eyes for whatever I do put on there. But so far, so good. Something else that I've been doing, I've been mocking up the exhaust system for the truck. And what I got, this was for 88 up to 92 or something like that. Is a single muffler with dual exhaust on it. And man, I got it on a smoking hot deal, and I couldn't resist it. It was cheaper than I could buy the pipe. Here's a view of the muffler. It was 3-inch inlet, but I've got a reducer down to 2-inch. That's what's on the truck off the manifolds and everything. So I will probably stick with that. You go on down, and the exhaust worked pretty well. Over where it wires off and goes to the driver's side, I'll show you what I had to do there. To get the exhaust angled correctly, what I had to do, I had to cut it up here so I could twist it. This was pointed the wrong direction. And you know, of course, this system was made to fit a Chevy truck and not a Studebaker. So, you know, I well expected that I would have to do some modification. And so I've got a splicer, a real splicer to go here. And I've got some stainless band clamps that I'm going to clamp it. I could weld it. We'll see. I may do that. But I do have some band clamps coming, and we'll just see how that works out. Here's coming out the back. You know, of course, I've got to level them and all that. Probably on this one, I'm going to cut it off a little bit more so it'll raise it up. And so it's going to look pretty impressive, but it's still going to be stock engine. I have considered putting a 4-barrel intake on it, which what I've heard is just a 2-barrel intake that's been machined to receive like an Edelbrock carburetor. But that'll be in the works. We'll just see how that goes. So here's my downpipe, and it's at a funny angle. It's not straight. It's kind of veered to the frame. And what I have this 45. Let's see, let me hold my tongue right so this will fit on there. There we go. All right, but it's turned a little too much. What I'm going to do is just take some little pie-shaped cuts out of this pipe and weld it back till it goes straight. Then, that way, I'll pretty much have a straight shot to the muffler. And this is only about, it's less than 4 foot long. So, anyway, it ought to work. I'll bring you back when I'm done. Well, up there at the front, I hope you can see it. Hope the sunlight's not messing it up too much, but I got that little adapter completed. I ground all the ugly off of it and painted it with some of that silver header paint so it shouldn't rust up too bad. Got my exhaust pipe run to the muffler, and then here at the back, as it comes out the muffler, we got dual exhaust going to come out the back. Well, here we are. We got 2 guns sticking out the back, and right now they're shin busters, but I do plan on getting a back bumper on here, and I wanted to have plenty sticking out so I didn't have to do some more adding on. But I can always cut them off, and I can add some on, but it's easier to cut off than add on. So anyway, looks like this job's complete for right now. So anyway, guys, I tell you what, I appreciate y'all coming by the shop today and helping me work on the exhaust and fuel tank. And we really made some good progress today, and won't be long before we can fire that puppy up and listen to her rattle. So anyway, I appreciate y'all coming by the shop today. This is Rusty Glove Box, and I'm out of here.